I became a barber at 20 years old and already had a kid on the way. Me and my wife were together um, 4 years already by this time. And I just remember drowning, you know, on the daily, feeling like, anything, any little thing that could happen financially would destroy us. Flat tire, anything like that. Working two jobs, going to barber school, trying to figure it out. I realized there's like a there's the economy has changed. Things have changed. What used to work in the past isn't going to really work today. That doesn't mean it's easier or harder. I just think the game has changed. That's what I think. And what I mean by that is there's a lot of young barbers, young people, young entrepreneurs who are complaining about the economy, saying, you know, complaining about the older generation, saying you guys are lazy, and I hear all that. I think the dynamics have changed. I think, it used to be easier to buy a house. Yes. It was a lot harder to get information. It was a lot harder to make money. You couldn't just turn your phone on. I had to work two jobs at Boston Market, at Arby's, and go to barber school. I could have just done Uber in today's day. And I would have made more than what I was making at Arby's. I was making like $6 an hour, $5.50 an hour, which, held a lot of weight. Not hell no, it didn't hold no damn weight. What am I talking about? Uh, which is, I guess, is better now. But you still couldn't buy a house with that type of salary. Couldn't buy a house. Couldn't qualify for anything. You were still priced out of the market at minimum wage back then. The difference is, like, the one thing I had was work ethic. I was willing to work two jobs, go to barber school at night. That's the one thing I had. If I had access to like Uber and you could literally, we didn't even have iPhones, man. We had damn Blackberries and Sidekicks. I don't know, for those of you who remember T-Mobile Sidekicks. So this isn't about what aboutums conversation. This is more so nuggets for you guys, man. Like, the only difference is the rules have changed. You got to learn the rules, man. And I see so many newer barbers coming into the industry, and I just want to say, man, like, the one thing that works in any situation, in any economy, is the choices that you make today and on a daily basis, right? And what you do consistently for the next 3 to 5 years. I went to a barber school, and the amount of barbers that I met that were 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, ain't got no kids, ain't got no responsibilities. They could live with their parents, or they can live with two roommates, whatever, right? Man, you guys are set up for success. Set up for success. And I don't care what nobody says. Nobody says that's around you, man. You are capable of things beyond the status quo, beyond. One of the things that I have the privilege of doing is working with a lot of barbers who are upcoming, who are trying to grow their business, and being able to see guys who are 19, 20, 23. There's a guy, Anthony, in our program. Anthony, shout out to Anthony if he's listening. 23 years old, makes over 20,000 a month, lives on like 3,000 a month. I remember I was talking to him. He's like, it's the cost. I live in California. The cost of living's a lot higher here, so I would say like 3 to 4,500, around that range. All right, so let's say it's 4,500 a month he needs to live on. He makes 20,000 a month cutting hair behind the chair. The young man is saving $15,000 a month. He's saving it and then investing it. And some of the conversations we have are like, what should he invest in? Say, bro, just invest in everything. Right now, you have time. But as you're investing, you're going to figure out what you enjoy investing in. And, right now, you might say it's some real estate, it's some stocks, and it's your IRA, right? S&P 500 and IRA. And you might decide, man, I really like stocks. I really like investing in good companies. Or, man, I really don't like stocks. I really just want to focus my time on real estate. I really like that. That's where, so my full-time job, the thing that keeps the heart pumping, I'm going to keep stacking that 15K a month. And I'm going to do that for the next 3 to 5 years. In 5 years, he's guaranteed a millionaire. Guaranteed. He'll be 28 years old. His family tree will never be the same again. And all of y'all are capable of that. You just need patience, time, and ignore the status quo, what you've seen on social media and stuff. Don't go buy a Tesla Model 3 You got no business doing that. Like, for 10 years, I drove a hoopty, $2,000-$3,000 cars. Sometimes they didn't have no AC. I just need to get from point A to B. Sacrifice today for what you will be tomorrow. What's more important to you? You know, and I'm not saying don't enjoy the journey, don't enjoy the process. Have a good time, guys. Like, you know, Anthony doesn't have any responsibilities. He's making $4,500. He's living on $4,500 a month. That's a lot better than I was doing at 23. But I was making I was lucky I made $2,000 a month, you know, at 23. So good for him. But all of y'all are capable of this. Focus on your career, man. Focus on your profession. Be great. Put in the time. Put in the work. Sacrifice. Don't keep up with the Joneses. Don't get in the car payment. Buy something cash, $2,000-$3,000. You can get a Corolla, a damn Civic, a used, you know, on Facebook Marketplace. Make sure you bring somebody with you to inspect the vehicle. If you don't know nothing about cars, make sure you bring a mechanic with you to inspect the vehicles. Okay, I've been destroyed before, but get a roommate. Keep living with your parents if you can. Don't get no car payment. Live way below your means and do that for a season in your life. You're going to have plenty of time to have a good time. There are people who, their idea of a good time and their experience of a good time and what they can afford for a good time is going to be the same their entire lives. Their entire lives. If you sacrifice for 3 to 5 years of your life, man, live below your means. In 3 to 5 years, you're going to be able to do whatever you want, when you want, how you want, with whoever you want. And I think that that's important, to live an abundant life, a life that God has in store for you. And once you get to that point, you'll have abundance to give and to serve people the same way God designed you to be. I think then is when people find their true purpose. A lot of times we try to find it like prematurely. But once your cup is full and you can pour into others, you'll find even more purpose. This is why people never stop. A lot of people don't stop. They don't stop creating because God don't give you nothing you can't handle. And I truly believe that, you know, as you show that you can sacrifice and that you can put things, you know, things and purpose above your own self-gratification. Watch how the world returns, the universe returns. Watch how God returns so much to you. Because you got to understand, no one wants to give you a bunch of things if you're always going to keep it to yourself. You have to be a vessel. And so first you got to get yourself there. And then when the cup is full and you can pour into people, man, watch how many more blessings continue to come your way. And purpose and life and understanding. And it's just way better it's just way better over there. I'm telling you, it's just way better over there. It ain't the chains. It ain't the cars. It ain't the mansion. That stuff gets old. It gets old. It's just more stuff to worry about, more stuff to clean, more stuff to have to pay taxes on and maintain. And that stuff ain't what it is, man. So I don't know. I just felt it in my heart this morning. We're in Orlando. I took my wife to go see the Jhené Aiko concert, which was amazing, by the way. It's not my type of thing. I'm not gonna lie, but I could see why people like it. I could see why my wife is a big fan, and I had a good time, you know, seeing her have a good time. But I had a great night. Charging my car right now because the valet didn't charge my car, and then we're gonna head home and can't wait to see the kids. But anyways, that's all I got for y'all today. What y'all think about this type of content? Let me know in the comments below.